And ladies and gentlemen, what has happened in Kolkata is absolutely disgraceful. I still cannot believe that a chief minister can behave in the way in which Mamata Banerjee has done today. Mamata Banerjee, you are lowering the position of chief minister when you behave like this. In case you missed what happened, let me describe it for you in a nugget. The Enforcement Directorate, the ED, decided to carry out raids in a private company at the residence of the head of the private company called I-PAC and in the office of the private company. Now, this company apparently does electoral strategy and social media management, etc. for the Trinamool Congress. It is a private company. It is not the office of the Trinamool Congress. For whatever reason, we are told because of suspected hawala transactions, because of suspicious actions of this company, there was a raid by ED officials from a unit called the High Intensity Unit or the HIU. 7 officers came and they went to a house of a person called Pratik Jain who heads this company. By the way, this is originally Prashant Kishore's company. He claims he's no longer involved with it. Ladies and gentlemen, before you know it, Mamata Banerjee lands up where the raid is happening. She panics. She goes to the home of the head of this private company and decides to do everything possible to block the Enforcement Directorate. This is completely disgraceful behavior. And then she panics. First, she steps out of her car and goes to Pratik Jain's residence. And then she goes to the office of IPAC. Ladies and gentlemen, why does the chief minister go to help a private company? She rushes in a state of absolute panic. Even before the office opens, even before the IPAC employees themselves enter, Mamata Banerjee enters and walks out with a green file. There's something, she starts taking out files from there. Personally, she takes the commissioner and the DG of police of Bengal with her, like her own private employees, and goes into the office of IPAC and says, take the files out, take the hard drives out, and then she starts taking away material from the office of IPAC. People are stunned across India. Then she decides, I'm not going to leave this place. Ladies and gentlemen, she goes to the Sector 5 Salt Lake office. She enters a company called Godrej Waterside, goes to the 11th floor, goes to the IPAC office and starts browbeating the ED officials. This is absolutely crazy behavior, ladies and gentlemen. She goes up and down, she takes documents. And while all of this is happening, ladies and gentlemen, she also snatches away in all of this the mobile phone and the laptop of Pratik Jain, the head of this private company, and takes it with her, confiscates it. I am told that she also tried to take the laptop of one of the ED officials. Now, what is Mamata Banerjee hiding? What is she afraid of? What is there in that office of IPAC, which is originally Prashant Kishore's company, that she does not want anyone to have access to? Let's first realize she has behaved in a completely, I wouldn't say unconventional, in a very suspicious manner. My first question is, Mamata Banerjee, what are you trying to hide? What is there in that office? What are there in those files that you're so scared if the ED gets their hands on it that you'll be exposed? Are you afraid of being exposed? Now I have a series of questions here, ladies and gentlemen. We see Mamata entering the basement of that building, taking piles of documents in the car from that IPAC office, coming out of the IPAC office, giving a speech. And before I go into why I think her behavior is suspicious, I want to play a sequence of confrontations between Republic Bangla reporters, the brilliant reporters of Republic Bangla, and Mamata Banerjee. Just watch these series of interactions and how she runs away each time she is questioned. Take a look, a short clip.
দিদি দিদি উনি তো টিএমসির কেউ নন, তাহলে কাকে বাঁচাতে এলেন? শেষ হবে আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি। কি বলবেন দিদি? আইপ্যাকের অফিসে দিদি আইপ্যাকের অফিসে কেন?
collect all of our party hard disk, the candidate list, the party strategy, the party plan. Is it the duty of the ED and Amit Shah, the nasty home minister, the naughty home minister who cannot protect the country, and is taking away all my party documents? Money power, muscle power, killer of democracy.
The reason I played those sound bites is for you to see for yourself how completely, what's the right word for it, how completely wound up Mamata Banerjee was. It was as if she was panicking that all her secrets will be found. The way she was behaving, she was like someone who had lost something very precious. She was going around, not looking at the media, but she was consumed with fear, ladies and gentlemen. She was consumed with fear. Why so is what the nation wants to know. I am pretty sure, Mamata Banerjee, this company only does social media for you. Does this company do anything else for you? Or for Abhishek Banerjee or anyone in your party? Please tell us, the nation wants to know. These are questions. Does this company only do social media for you? Question number one. Does this company do only electoral analysis? Or does it manage other things? If so, what other things does it manage? What other information does it have? This so-called private company. What are you scared of would have been found in the home of this company? The nation wants to know. Have you outsourced any other work to this company? Have you outsourced any other work to this private company? Something which lets them run a parallel machinery. Is there any truth in that? It's only a question. Because Mamata Banerjee, this is a corporate setup. What is there to hide? What exactly are you trying to hide? Now, Mamata Banerjee, don't lie. I-PAC is not a party. You've gone around today, given a speech saying that, you know what, my party office has been raided. No. Since when did a private company become your party office? And if indeed you have rolled Trinamool Congress's operations into I-PAC, why so? The nation wants to know. You get votes in the name of the Trinamool Congress, then where is I-PAC? I-PAC is not a political party. Most importantly, Mamata Banerjee, what is in the green file? Why are you holding it so close to you? Why did you take the risk? Why did you embarrass yourself? Why are you creating a situation where you are a laughing stock today everywhere in the country? People are saying, how is the Chief Minister behaving? What were you trying to protect? The nation wants to know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, two things. Will Mamata Banerjee return Pratik Jain's mobile phone and laptop? This is becoming a Sherlock Holmes kind of mystery. Will she or will she not return? If she tries to clean the data from that laptop or phone, it will be found out. In fact, she could be in a trap already. Secondly, is it true that she was trying to put pressure on the ED officials to file a nil Panchanama? Why is she behaving like this? Here is a chief minister of one of the largest states of the country, most populous states, putting pressure on an officer to file a nil Panchanama. Is this the way to behave for a chief minister, to disgrace her position by behaving like a bully? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen, just think about it. Finally, once again, Mamata Banerjee, what exactly were you trying to hide? Puchta hai Bharat. The nation wants to know. Jawab chahe Bangla.